For June 21st, 2013. How's everybody doing today? In the news. What? Okay, today in the news, there has been a law that was passed in New Jersey just this week saying they can come into your home and take your children without any probable cause. This could be a law that could be spreading to all states all across America. So that's something to keep watch for. Also, Michael, who was a guy who had some important information that he was going to go and expose the CIA, did not make it, evidently, because he was paid a visit by some people, mafia style, where they actually rigged his car to blow up, where people were woken up in that area where the car blew up. The engine was found about 90 feet away from the car, adjacent from the car, and the car was just laying up against the tree, fully intact, with the paint burned off it, and all the remains or any evidence that was in the car was fully cremated. So, evidently, the person probably was already dead before he was put in the car. Very mafia style. Some people described it as the windows were vibrating and shaking, and they said that was the shockwave from the explosion. That's more common with a bomb or some type of explosive. A gas line would not explode like that, however, but a bomb would. Windows and the ground was rattling. It's a lot more explosive. And they also thought it was like a movie, but no, this was not a movie, it was real life. This guy was going to expose the CIA with some horrible secrets, and he was paid a visit by some really evil and powerful people, and they killed him. And then made it look like he crashed his car into a tree. But yet the car didn't hit the tree. It actually landed right beside the tree. And all the evidence and everything was destroyed. As far as the remains, they were unrecognizable. And he was already dead in the car. That's what a lot of people feel, because that's usually what they do. That's our government. If kids are watching this, you might want to not watch this, because it's a little graphical. I'm sorry. We do have an evil government, and that's why I let you know about this stuff. So that guy that was going to expose this stuff about the CIA was killed just yesterday morning at around 4 a.m. in California. So therefore, more over to the news. Weather conditions. The weather conditions that I predict, Michael DeSilva's in the Weather Center, as I say, for the next 90 days, look like this. We will have hotter than normal conditions during the day, with more hurricanes than normal. We'll have over 9 main storms, and we'll have about 9 to 12 main storms that will be a hurricane on the east and west coast of the United States this year. And we'll have up to 20 storms this year, but only 9 to 12 will become hurricanes and actually cause damage on the East Coast. And saying there'll be more hurricanes on the East Coast this year than there was in the last decade. So I think we're going to have a very busy year this year, and I hope I'm wrong. That's what the forecast looks like for the next 90 days. Hot conditions during the day, still rainy in the northeast and in the southeast, but still continually dry in the south and northwest regions. However, Texas, Tennessee, and all that will still continue to get rain and receive rain above schedule, and will have a surplus unlike they had this time last year. And continuing warm and humid and above normal warmer conditions during the day, possibly a heat wave, but still continue to get thunderstorms. Severe weather will also be higher than normal this year, as we see, with even possibly more tornadoes too as well in the months of July and August. And we may see more tornadoes in other places than where we have not seen them normally in the United States, like more so on the East Coast, and more so even on the West Coast, rather than in the plains. It'll be less in the plains, but more on the East Coast and West Coast. So be on alert and keep your eyes to the sky. It's Michael DeSilva in the Weather Center. Okay, so now we're moving on. I hope that you have a water purifier. We recommend ProPure. It is by the Pure Water. They actually remove all types of chemicals and particulates that are in the water, including the most newest kind of fluoride, which is more deadly and is not usually removed by most brands, including Shackley does not remove this fluoride. Go to WaterPure and get yours today, because it will remove this out of the water and leave the minerals and all intact in the water, but remove all the heavy leads and chemicals and chemtrail chemicals and nuclear subsides and all that out of the water. But yet you get a pure drinking experience that is a lot more healthier than what you would get out of your faucet without a filter. We recommend that everybody have a filter, buy a filter to filter your water every day before you drink it and before you cook with it. Don't just do it just to drink, but do it for your cooking, and when you make Kool-Aid or when you make tea, use filtered water. We recommend that because of all the medications and things that are in the water, and even fluoride that can actually dumb you down and actually fry your brain over time, especially even little kids. That really worries me because I really care about children, more than anything, and they're more sensitive to fluoride and other particulates that are in the water that are a lot more dangerous for children and can actually cause more harm to children than they can to adults. But it still can damage all of us. So filter your water every day before you drink it. And we recommend that you get a filter for your shower too. So when you take a shower, your water's filtered when you're taking a shower. Because they say even though it doesn't do much damage to your body when it hits you on the outside, it can still come through your skin because you have pores all over your body, and it can still get in your body somewhat. So it's better to have the fluoride off your body. And filter your water coming out of your shower too when you take a shower. So that's it on the waterfront and on the weather and also on the news. Please help us support our cause. Remember, you can send us a donation at 7110 New Hunter Road, apartment 423, Mechanicsville, Virginia 23111. Phone number to make a credit card debit transaction or donation, which we will not use your information, by the way, in any way, shape, or form, except for our tax records, because of showing that you gave a donation. We can also give you a receipt, too, but the number is 804-789-9373. Please help us in our cause. We need new equipment. We need new stuff. Help us with the electric bill. Help us with the internet. Help us with new equipment. Appreciate it. And thank you for all those who that are helping, too, as well. Thank you for the donation for the power bill for the two churches that did give money. Thanks a lot. I want to let you know that. And anyone else who does give for that, for the next 3 months, we're going to need help with the electric bill. Because it's a lot higher, because we're running the air in here to keep things cool, because the computers and servers, they put off a lot of heat. So we need something to kind of cool it down. And we got to have the air on up here. We don't keep it really low. I keep it between 77 and 78 degrees all the time. It gets real hot, we might go down to like over 90, like over 100, we go down to 76. That's as low as I go. To try to save a little electricity, but it's still higher because the rates per kilowatt are higher during the summer, as you all know who pay electricity, as I do. Normally I do in the winter and fall. But I always need help with electricity because of all the traveling we're doing, because of all the gas, going to different things to record these events and things. It costs money to line that up and to pay people and all that stuff. So please help us out. And if you need me to come and sing, or you need me to preach at your church, you have the information. You can contact me by the address and phone number, and that I've given you just a few seconds ago. And if you want me to do your wedding, I can actually do that, or a funeral. Please contact me by those means, and I'd love to help you. It's $250 for preaching at a church or Sunday, and it's $250 to do a wedding, and it's $250 to do a funeral. So please let me know, and I'd love to help you any way I can. Godspeed for now. This is Michael DeSilvas from New Hunter Church of Christ, the Freedom Network, and Revival Network. Remember, I love you. and stay strong in the Word of God. See you tomorrow with another update.